What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, good people? It's your girl KB. You know what I do and you know why I do it. It is Wednesday morning. It's May 24th and it's 6:57 in the AM. What's good, y'all? Uh, I'm in a good mental space. The Lord is moving, the Lord is speaking, the Lord is dealing with me on some things. Amen. You know, I made an announcement earlier this week and I'm really happy to have made that announcement. And for those of you who are late on the KB train, I made the decision, or God helped me make the decision to give up my high paying management position. Amen, 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 amen. You know, that it gave me a position of comfort. Amen. Because that's what most of us do. You know, our employment gives us padding and comfort and cushion. But it didn't give me purpose. It didn't give me passion. And it didn't serve to facilitate a calling. Amen. And I'm grateful. I am truly grateful to let go of a source of tension. Amen. I know some of you thinking I'm just really nuts now. But, I want to serve God. And I want to say the life of service is not without struggle, y'all. But I know what I must do. Let me get into this reading. It's from Just for Today. Like I told you, I'm woefully behind. But I'm enjoying myself in the Word, so I'm going to do like they yell in church. I'm going to take my time. This reading is entitled Risking Vulnerability. Why is it a risk to show that you're vulnerable? That's funny because I want to say the world tells us that we need to be hard. The world tells us we need to be defensive. The world tells us, to tell the rest of the world that, I'm going to put it in the best terms that I can, we ain't no punk. I got this. I don't need anybody. I don't need anything. See, the world's voice, hear me good, the world's voice seeks to cut you from the herd. And you've heard me use that term before. Or the flock. And I use that term, keeping with the biblical reference that God is the good shepherd. So the world seeks to cut you from the flock, to isolate you, to keep you in that mindset, to keep you sick. Vulnerability is a beautiful thing, which leads to my opening statement, about giving up my padding, so to speak. Now I'm vulnerable, but I'm trusting God. The reading says, as we grow, we learn to overcome the tendency to run and hide from ourselves and our feelings. Many of us are great at doing a geographic when the bananas hit the fan. I'm going to go over here in an attempt to avoid the consequences of my behaviors. And if you recall, me saying this, it's like you're like that little dot on the mall map, that you are here. So just remember, no matter where you go, you take you and your unhealed behaviors with you. God knows all. God sees all. Okay? Now, in that God knows all statement, I want you to pay close attention. He already knew you were going to mess up. What are you going to do with it, though? Are you going to sit with it and dwell on it? Are you going to sit with it and do what you do like you've done a million times before? Tell yourself that everybody else is wrong and you're right? But again, I'm going to remind you of that mall dot on the directory map. You are here. You are the common denominator in all of your life's struggles. Amen. Not everybody's wrong. Your behaviors are wrong, y'all. Think about it for a moment. I'm not saying you're a bad person. You didn't hear that. You may have heard that from an old message that you received in life. But you do at some point have to deal with the fact that you've hurt others. And the I'm sorry is not going to put them back together. I posted a video to that effect yesterday. And to be perfectly honest, nobody really cares about your I'm sorry. It's what are you doing after you've inflicted that hurt? How are you showing up? Is there contrition? Or is there projection, deflection, and blame? That's what people are looking for. How you show up. Okay, let me get to this reading. It says, rather than risk vulnerability, many of us have developed habits that keep others at a safe distance. These patterns of emotional isolation can give us the feeling that we are hopelessly locked behind our masks. You're not locked behind your mask. People see you. And guess what? They continue to approach you because they want to be friends with you. They see all the mess and the madness. The writer says we used to take risks with our lives. Now we can take risks with our feelings. Through sharing with other addicts or sharing with people who are in need of healing, and sharing with believers who know who Christ is, who know how to cover, who know how to love. We know that we're not unique. Somebody's been where you've been. Somebody may be where you are now and struggling. Somebody might be in the hands of Christ as you speak and discover that you have the same problems, but they can share the hope of Christ. The writer says, we learned that we do not make ourselves unduly vulnerable simply by letting others know who we are, for we are in good company. Yep. You're in the company of people who know what that hurt feels like, You are in the company of people who know how to forgive. And best of all, you're in the company of a loving and caring God, y'all. You don't have to hide your feelings. And I can say this. Not everybody is going to say the right thing at the right time. But love is present because they show up, because they come back, because they make sure you're okay. I want you to look at the story of Joseph, whose brothers sold him into slavery. He was gone for a goodly number of years. But when his family needed him, he showed up and he showed God. Just for today. Okay, that's the reading, y'all. And here's the commentary. Just for today, I will openly and honestly share with someone who is in need of healing. I will risk becoming vulnerable and celebrate myself and my friendships as I grow. Amen. Are you willing to be vulnerable? You can continue to wear the mask if you so choose. People see. They recognize the hurt. They recognize the pain. Because they were once you. But God is doing a new thing.